these people have a few things in common. One, they are all someone's something. Whether it be a neighbor or a sister or a brother, a mother, a teacher, a student, they're somebody's something. Two, they face a similar obstacle. And three, we'll talk about later on in the speech. My whole point in doing this is you are either helping the victim or helping the victimizer. What I mean by that is, if it weren't for the lack of positive communication between bystanders and victims, we would have fewer victims. In their place, we would have people who have a soft place to fall, a support group, kind of. There I was, my weapon in my drawer, cuts all over my body, and the job was done, and it was on to school for me, where I continued to be bullied for over 3 years, and eventually dropped out of high school, and nobody contacted me, nobody asked anything, nobody noticed that I was gone. My main points are, 1, it harms victims more. 2, it can harm your chances of having someone stand up for you if the tables are to turn. And 3, it's even against some form of law in certain circumstances. Let's break it down a little bit. The first one was not speaking up can really hurt victims more. And why is that? Well, because victims are victims for a reason. They're being bullied. But most of the time, any victim that I've met, they say that that's not what bothers them. What bothers them is that there is no one they can turn to. There's no one that can listen. They feel alone. There was a doctor in the 1970s whose patient committed suicide. And later, the doctor went to the patient's home to find a suicide note that read, "Today I'm going to walk to the bridge. If someone smiles at me on the way, I will not jump." Clearly, nobody smiled. For me, it was like I didn't exist. Not to this day. No one has asked why I have scars on my arms. Nobody. Nobody has asked what it was like to be bullied and harassed. They don't care. And the ironic thing is, the same people who hurt me by ignoring me wanted me to worry about them. It's like, really? That's going to affect the way that I feel about you. That's not going to make me want to stand up for you, someone who does not stand up for me. A good example is this poem that Martin Niemöller wrote. And it goes like this. They came for the Unionists. I didn't speak up for them because I wasn't a Unionist. They came for the Communists, and I didn't speak up for them because I wasn't a Communist. They came for the Socialists, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a Socialist. And then they came for me, and nobody was there to stand up for me. Which leads me to, do we really have an obligation, a written down law that states you have to stand up against bullying? And the answer is no. You have no legal obligation to, but you have a moral obligation. This is a United States. These are our brothers who are hurting. These are our sisters who are hurting, and we need to help them survive because they are clearly hurting. To summarize what we've been through together, it's better to stand up for people, even if it's none of your business. Because I believe that you are either helping the victim or helping the victimizer by ignoring it and letting it fester. It's not too late for you to either be the reason why someone jumps or doesn't. It's just a smile away. Think about that the next time you say it's none of my business. You can turn the pictures around and you will see there's a birthday, a death date. Some of them say the method of suicide, and most of them say who found them. It's too late. The third thing that is similar among these people is they had no one to speak out for them. All of them said they felt alone. All of them said they had no one to turn to. And all of them said that they were invisible to the world. They were just better off dead. It's too late for them, but it's not too late for today's victims. Today's victims have someone to talk for them, and that is you.